Hello, Erin Elizabeth here from Mysteries in Penrith, Australia, and I'm here to do a very special reading for you that occurs only once a year, and that is a Lionsgate reading. The Lionsgate portal is currently open. It opens on about the 26th of July and stays open until about the 12th of August. It peaks on the 8th of August, and this is a real time for you to bring through your magic and for the next year. And it's a time for manifestation. It's a time to consciously let go of things that no longer serve you, that you do not want to bring into the next 12 months. And it's a really powerful time for you to step through and accept what's on the other side for you that you have already been manifesting, but bringing more mindfulness to that now actually allows you to grab hold of it and see it through for the next 12 months until you get to do that again. This is a time when Sirius is in alignment with the Earth. It rises in the sky, the star rises in the sky and is in alignment with the Earth. So it's a very, very powerful time to manifest. So I'm going to do a Lionsgate reading for you, and this is for the collective. So this is a collective energy. You may choose to go further into having an individual reading. You can connect with us and the link will be at the end of the video, or you can go to your favorite reader that you already know of. But I encourage you to bring a mindfulness and an attention to what it is that you can do with this very, very powerful time of the year. So we're going to get into it. It's going to be 8 cards. So it peaks on the 8th of the 8th and we're doing an 8-card spread. So real power in the numbers there. So let me choose my 8 cards, or our 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It might be the sort of reading where you would benefit from taking a few notes and keeping that near you for the next 12 months. So if you have a journal, note this down, and from time to time reflect back. Make notes about what that means for you and what it's bringing to your conscious mind, where you might like to make some changes to bring forward. So that, of course, is up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just bring these in nice and close. So the first one is what to bring forward through the portal. Okay, this is what you want to bring forward through the portal. You want to bring an easing of the mind. Leave the conflict behind. Leave the hurt from the conflict behind. Leave the mindset of things were unfair and people played dirty and that wasn't good, and leave it behind. Do not bring that forward with you, or you'll stay in the cycle of conflict. And if you're trying to gain an understanding of what that conflict was about, you may never get there. So let it go. And all of us can probably relate to a conflict in our life, the first thing that jumps into your mind. And so you think about how to leave that behind, or an aspect of that behind that is not healthy for your growth and evolution as you move forward. So leave behind the idea that you can't have an easier ride, smoother times. Okay, the smoother times are coming. You have to welcome it with open arms. Okay, the next position is what will be amplified during the portal's opening. So at this time, what is going to be amplified? What is already amplified? And this is your grit and determination and hard work and putting boundaries in place and taking a defensive approach. Defend your position. You do not have to justify yourself to others, but you may need to defend your position as to what it is that you would like moving forward. If you want to change of career, if you want to move house, if you want to change your relationship circumstances, take a defensive approach and go, this is what is right for me. So the energy of this is going to be amplified during this time. Don't be overly defensive. You don't need to be on the attack. But what's going to be amplified is this need to protect yourself. What to leave behind as you move through this portal. What do you need to leave behind? What you need to leave behind is that your life is only worth something if you have lots of resources or lots of money, or you are only worth how much money you earn. Leave behind that idea and that mindset. Opulence and luxuries and richness comes in a variety of forms. So leave behind, if you've got a fixed idea, I'm only successful if I earn X amount of dollars a year. I'm only successful if I have a career with this kind of status. Leave behind the pressure to put on yourself that you are only successful if you make it to a particular level materialistically. What will I find on the other side of the portal? So once we go through the portal, okay, and we're making our way through, and on the 8th of the 8th is at its peak, and so that's when we're moving through onto the other side, we're going to find self-love. We are going to find wishes fulfilled. We're going to feel happy and joyous with ourselves because we've brought a consciousness to these things that we would like to bring forward and what we'd like to leave behind, who's in, who's not. And so we feel settled, we feel happy, we feel joyous, self-satisfying. That's what you're going to find on the other side of the portal. That's really nice, isn't it? What will benefit me? So moving through this portal with bringing consciousness to these aspects, what is going to benefit me? What is going to benefit you, all of us, moving forward? Moving forward with adventure, creativity, and living into your desires, the adventurous, creative desires. Actually doing it, and doing it with people that match your vibrational energy. What will benefit you is making plans to move forward and have the excitement in your life that you would like. Allow it to flow. That will benefit you. Having adventures, having holidays, having fun, that will benefit you. Living a little bit lighter and leaving your worries behind. The worries that no longer serve you. That's going to benefit you. So bring a mindfulness as to what that is for you and who helps to provide that for you. Will benefit you to give yourself permission to take the holiday or do the adventurous thing that you've had on the back burner and maybe seen as not possible. What will change me? Okay, so what will change you as a result of this portal is your boundaries. Your boundaries will change you. Boundaries that you put in place by leaving behind conflict and taking a defensive approach and more mindfully doing those things that bring you joy and feeling good about yourself, the boundaries are going to really, really change who you are because you will no longer invite, attract, or accept people taking advantage of you. And sometimes we allow people to take advantage of us because we're people pleasers. But what will change you and what you have the capacity to change is your boundaries to protect your energy. So have a think about that. What areas of your life will benefit from some more healthy boundaries? And that is then going to change you into the next 12 months. Areas of enlightenment. Structure, authority, being your own personal authority. The enlightenment is, I'm in charge of my life. What areas of your life have you maybe been living to please others, to appease others by their direction and ruling and opinions? Your areas of enlightenment is that you are your own personal authority and you live by your own rules. And that is your enlightenment. And that feels so empowering. And the empowerment that you feel is enlightening. Like, oh, I did not know I could feel like this. And it feels amazing. So, and being self-disciplined about that as well. I'm not suggesting it's going to be easy, but the enlightenment comes from mastering being in charge of your own life. and your own direction. Areas of manifestation. So see what comes up for you when we start talking about this. Sometimes people go, well, I don't know what to manifest. This will be a jumping off point. Balance. Manifest balance. If you are out of balance in an area of your life, and what's been coming through is the need for boundaries and people pleasing, and maybe that's put you out of balance, and manifesting a greater balance in your life so that you are living the life that you deserve, and that the energy that you put out is what comes back to you. Because sometimes when we're people pleasing, we've got an inner resentment. We don't want to live like that. And so bringing a balance to your emotions and bringing a balance to your actions, that's on you. So it manifests that you work with the enlightenment that you have, and this is all up to you. What boundaries you put in place, where you step into people please, where you actually are heart-centered and feel very balanced about giving to others, but manifest balance in your life and things being fair. And things being fair starts with you and how you manage your own life and your own direction. So this is to bring your mind to how to work with the energy of the Lionsgate portal at this very special time of the year. I would recommend, as I said at the beginning, that you take some notes and then you revisit this at various times throughout the next 12 months to see how you are tracking and how things are changing. And you get a chance to reflect in 12 months' time to go, how much changed for me as a result of harnessing the energy and power of this Lionsgate portal being open and working with the energy of that. What I would like to do is to draw a Divine Masters card. And this is the Divine Master that's going to be working with all of us as a collective during this Lionsgate portal and into the next 12 months. So you might want to do a bit more research on the Master that comes up, have a picture of them, write their name down, chat with them. There was a few cards there, so that wasn't an individual jumper. The Atlanteans, so evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration. So working with the energy of the message for the collective here, you can expect to accelerate, you can expect to evolve. The Atlanteans are going to support us in that. You might want to research a little bit more about the Atlanteans, or grab yourself a deck, read through the book and connect with what that means for you on a more personal level. And as I said again, you might benefit from having a personal reading for how to harness the energy of the Lionsgate at this particular time, or take from this what resonates with you and work with the energy of that. This still holds true even if you go and have a personal reading, and vice versa. They both work together. This is relevant for me, it's relevant for you, it's relevant for all of us. But you might want to bring it into a more personalized reading to work with the more specific details of what's happening in your life. So I hope that this has been a helpful reading for you, an enlightening reading for you. And until next year's Lionsgate portal, this has been your powerful manifesting clarity reading. All right, big love from Mysteries in Penrith, Australia. Mwah!